Hey friends, Allison here. Today I am sharing with you a new layout that I created for the Feelin' Lucky online crop this weekend at Scrapbook Nerd. It is in honor of St. Patrick's Day, and that is where the theme came from, Feelin' Lucky. And this theme could not have come up at a better time. We are adopting a new kitty. I get to pick her up tomorrow, and that is what this layout is about. I used Vicki Boutin print shop to put this layout together, as well as some other bits and pieces from my stash. So the pattern paper with the polka dots on it is Cocoa Vanilla Studio, and then the striped pattern paper underneath it is from Photoplay. They're both older collections. But at the bottom of that paper cluster is pattern paper from the 6x8 paper pad from Vicki Boutin print shop. I absolutely love how all of that goes together. They coordinate so nicely. And so I used that to decorate the top portion of this layout, which by the way is 7 by 8¼ inches. So it's 7 inches wide by 8¼ inches tall. The white mat that I'm working on right now is not that size. It is 6 inches wide, or I think 6¼ inches wide by 8 inches tall. And then everything is going to be adhered to that. You can see I'm putting down photo placeholders right now. They're all 2 by 2 inches. My plan originally was to wait until I had some actual pictures of Evie. Evie is our new kitty. That's her name. I only had one picture right now of her, which is one that I grabbed off of Facebook. It was a screenshot of her. And in the end, I thought, you know what, rather than waiting to get pictures of her, because I might not be able to get some for a while, you know, until she settles in kind of thing and stuff like that, I thought that I would print the screenshot of her that I have. So you'll be seeing that later on in the video. And then I took a couple pictures of some of the things that I went and bought for her today to get ready for her arrival. So a collar and then her little food dish. Now I'm working on continuing to embellish the top of the page. I pulled out some of the ephemera from print shop as well, and that is in the form of this banner. I cut out the parts of the pennants that didn't really work with my layout. They can be used elsewhere in the future, so I'm going to hang on to that. I'm not going to throw it out. But I made it look longer than it actually is by putting it underneath. This is going to be the title mat, the black scallop with the white on top of it that says Feeling. The whole title is going to be Feelin' Lucky, which coincidentally is the same name for the crop. I didn't plan it that way. It just kind of happened. I wrote the word feeling onto textured white cardstock with my Cricut in a green pen. And then I used my Cricut to cut the word lucky. There are 2 layers to this phrase. So I used green cardstock from my stash and then pulled out another of the 6x8 papers from print shop and used it to fill in the odd letters. So I think the letter U and C, a couple of the letters anyways, is cut with or from the green pattern paper from print shop. So that is going to be placed over top of the banner. Okay, so it's the U and the K. My bad. Yeah, it's going to be placed over top of the banner. It is going to hang over the photo just a little bit. I planned it that way. There I was just showing you a little gnome that I created with my Cricut as well. I thought it was perfect for the Feelin' Lucky theme. Not using a leprechaun per se, but a gnome is close enough. So he's going to be put on top of the word lucky. I assembled him off camera before I started recording the video because there was a bunch of little pieces and I thought as a time saver I would just do it on my own. Here I'm showing you, if you have never done it, because I have never done it, how to start a brand new Wink of Stella shimmer pen. So you take the top off and pull off that little black ring that's inside it. Throw that out in the garbage, put the pen back together and give it a good shake. You saw me shaking it there. And then once you have done that, you take it off and gently squeeze the pen a little bit just to prime it and get the glitter to drop into the brush, and then you are able to use it to add some sparkle. So I added some sparkle to the gnome's hat and to the heart that he's holding as well. And then later on, I will add it to a little star that is going to go at the bottom of the layout, which I'm not sure where it came from. I found it on the floor in my craft room. I'm pretty sure it's from Simple Stories, Boho Baby. I don't know how it ended up on the floor, but I'm glad I found it before I vacuumed. So that's going to go down at the bottom, and I'll add some glitter to that. And then the little chipboard star from Vicki Boutin that is on the right hand of the screen right now is going to be colored in with a Spectrum Noir marker. And then it's going to be attached at the top of the page over top of the title mat. And then that will have some sparkle as well. This pretty well brings me to the end of my layout. It was at this point that I was like, I can't really be done the layout right now because I have no pictures on it and it just doesn't feel right. And I can't wait until I have her at home to try and snap some pictures just in case it doesn't work out. So I printed off the picture I have of her already, cropped out as much of the pound as I could. So basically it's just her, and then a picture of her collar and then her little food dish. I converted those two photos to black and white of her collar and her food dish, and then the photo of Evie I left in color. So they are attached across the page all wonky in a row. You can see that the journaling is underneath it. I typed it on the computer and then printed it with my home printer directly onto the white cardstock mat. It's textured white cardstock from American Crafts. And the cardstock in the background is smooth green cardstock that I had in my stash. There is a little phrase sticker that I added, also from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. I've been keeping all of the phrase stickers from Cocoa Vanilla on my desk and then pulling from them as I create if they, like one of the phrases works with a layout. So I thought grateful was perfect for the story of Miss Evie. The story of Miss Evie, really quick. One of my girls suggested a while ago that we should adopt another cat. And my husband and I kind of started talking about it and didn't say anything to the girls. And then in the meantime, I was watching our local shelter. It's a vet/pound for any kind of cats that would be available for adoption. And just recently they made a post that they have a bunch of gingers that were looking for their forever homes. And so I inquired, asking if there were any female gingers, and there was one, and that's Miss Evie. She was already spoken for though, and was going to be going for a spay, and pending that spay, this family was going to pick her up. But they took my information and added me to the list just in case, you know, something went awry and the first family didn't take her. Well, the first family did not take her, and lucky for us, she is now going to be a part of our family. We are so super excited. Miss Ava needs a little friend to play with, and Miss Evie is the answer to that. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. This layout is part of a challenge that is happening at Scrapbook Nerd this weekend, so definitely go check that out. It's challenge number 4. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and a like, and even better, come join us in the crop this weekend. See you guys again soon. Bye.